أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In this session, we are going to look into how to use the data analysis tool in AnswerThis.io. Data analysis can be a daunting task. It can be difficult to analyze the data. Making sense out of the data can be very difficult and problematic. Now, again, before using any data analysis or any AI tool, I strongly encourage the viewers, the researchers, to make sure that they read enough in order to understand what the actual concept is. So for example, if you are going or getting into data analysis, you should understand what data analysis you need to undertake. Whether you need to screen or clean the data, whether you need to describe the data, or whether you need to test your hypothesis. Whatever you are doing, you need to understand the different techniques that are available and that apply to your data. So you need to understand the nature of your data first. Now here, what we are going to do is, once we open AnswerThis.io, we've got this data analysis tool, and I'm going to upload a sample data. You can have multiple data sheets as well. Now, for instance, I've got a data set here for one of my studies. So you can have different formats, all these formats. Open, and I'm going to continue with one file for now. Now the file is uploaded. Now what we can do is, for instance, first thing, describe the data. Now by description we can mean provide minimum, maximum, mean, and standard deviation. And let's ask. Now what it is doing is, it's inspecting your file. Now when we do survey analysis, the first thing that we do is we need to understand that whether the data is within a range, and that it is not going out of range. Then we can understand about, or we can ask about, the missing values or the distribution of data. And once we know that there are no missing values or how to handle the missing values, the next thing that we can do is we can ask, or we can discuss, or we can focus on the distribution of data. And that distribution of data will let you know what tests to use. So for example, if you're comparing things, let's say I'm comparing job satisfaction between male and female. Now if it's normally distributed, I can use independent samples t-test. Now if it is not normally distributed, I will use a Mann-Whitney u-test. Now again, the distribution of data will tell you what tests to use. Now there are 0 missing values, 276 observations, and 56 variables across this data set. Now it's a Likert scale, and here are the details. Now again, you can open it in a new tab, you can download it, and here are some visualizations and outputs. So once you've got the descriptives, let's say, can you analyze the skewness and kurtosis for each item slash variable. Now here are the results. Overall dataset patterns. The dataset exhibits systematic left skewing across all variables. Now this is the skewness, this is the range, and these are the details. And we've got all the details that you want. Normality assessment, this is what I'm interested in. no variables follow a normal distribution. Now, based on Shapiro-Wilk, that's a very strict conservative test for normality, but we are going to stick to the skewness and kurtosis values. Now, now I've opened this particular table here, and I've got the skewness and kurtosis values here. Now again, let's say if I ask AnswerThis.io, can you provide a reference for the range of skewness and kurtosis? So I'm asking AnswerThis.io to provide me with a reference for skewness and kurtosis. So let's see what we get and whether our values are within the range or not. So I think it's pretty fine because everything is within the range of 2. And let's see what we get. So values of 1 indicate asymmetry, between -1 and +1 indicate approximate asymmetry. So again, and this is again slightly strict. So you can ask, let's say, is there a reference that limits skewness and kurtosis to ±2? But here, if you look at the values here, everything is between, okay, there are few that go beyond 2 as well. This one is 1. But again, there are references that even say that it can be, the skewness can be up until 3, the kurtosis can be up until 8 or 10 as well. So again, you will have to find the references in your area of research. Now, next, we can have different tests as well. So if you look at the data here, so we've got different variables. And then I've already created the composites in my data set as well. Let's say if I'm interested in understanding the correlation, can you provide the correlation matrix for each dimension? So I've got different dimensions here. So this is SL, this is, let's say, customer performance, or this is internal business processes, this is learning and growth, this is, let's say, financial performance. So all these are different dimensions. And I've asked AnswerThis.io to provide me with the correlation matrix for each dimension. So this way, what you're doing is you're not just analyzing the data, you're asking AnswerThis.io to help you understand your data as well. So once you have the matrix, you can further ask, can you explain the matrix to me? What do these numbers actually mean? So this way, you are not just analyzing the data, you're trying to make sense out of the data as well. And that is very important for your discussion. So when you're writing the discussion, you can better understand your data. So here is the correlation analysis. So this is for each dimension. And this is the correlation summary. Let's open it separately. So this is the descriptive. Here is the correlation for each of the dimension. So let's say we open these charts as well. And if you look here, separate correlation for each item. Now let's say we want to have between the dimensions. let's see if we can open it. Now here's the correlation between the constructs. Now again, moving back, we've got different analytical results here. You can see which one suits your requirements. Now again, this is the matrix. So this way, what you're doing is you are actually trying to make a better sense of the correlation between the different dimensions. Now similarly, and again it describes the results, which ones are strongest, and then the correlation strength distribution, the dimension specific patterns. This way, similarly, you can do other tests as well. Now this was just the introduction on how to use AnswerThis.io to make sense out of your data. Thank you very much.